Hello, welcome everybody. Hi, Gwen. Good afternoon to you, my friend. Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody? Oh, it raised my hand in Zoom. That's hilarious. Hi. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever. Happy Tuesday. I'm excited for today's live. We are doing a journey. We're doing a journey. Welcome to Coffee with the Council Reprise. If you're brand new, what we like to call a firstie, please do say hi. Tell us where you're from, how you're feeling, what you're drinking, whatever you want to share. Gwen, I'm glad to hear you're good. I'm good too. It's been a busy week so far, but we are getting into the meat. I have to adjust my lighting. It's a little too bright in my eye. We're getting into the meat of what we were learning in April. Everybody hear me okay? Hello. Yes. Let's see who's all here. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Who else we got here today? Please do say hello. They don't show us bubbles on our end anymore. If this is your very first time, thank you for being here. Welcome to Coffee with the Council. This month of May, we are reprising by replaying the recordings or the live streams that we had in April, where the Council of Seven, which is this beautiful group, a group of guides that I channel, have been channeling for over a year now with them. And they shared lots of really cool messages last month about different aspects of the topic they were discussing, which is Is-ness. So today we are going on a journey that is actually exciting because the journey, I do energetic journeys. This is the very first journey that the council has ever led us on, if I'm not mistaken. And it's called Journey to the Doorway of Saying Yes to What Is. So it should be a very cool journey. You still spelled it wrong. It's okay. Sulaiman. Suleiman Assad. Good morning, Jojo. Nice to see you. How are you? How is your wings? Early there. Good morning. Hello, Alicia. Yay. Love and light to all, she says. How are you, my dear? You are also Australia. Yes, you are also one of our friends in the future, as we like to say. Australia. You are an Aussie. Wonderful, wonderful. We'll just wait a little bit until a few more people come in. Oh my God. Joanne says her wings are coming along. Hopefully going to fly very soon. She had shoulder surgery. Say that 10 times fast. Shoulder surgery. I can't do it. Shoulder surgery. Awesome. Who else is here? Please say hi. Tell us where you're from. If you're brand new, what we call a firstie, welcome. It just means you're a friend that we are meeting for the first time and never met before. Today I have been busy with meetings and work and just chilling. I'm getting excited as we get deeper into the content for the replay. Hello, Johnny. Good to see you. Welcome back. Nice to have you. How are you today? What's going on with you? Today we're doing a journey. Tomorrow we're doing a journey. Should be good fun. I don't know what we'll do after the reprise. So I don't know what we'll do for June. Looks like we're a little light and quieter today, which is just fine. We'll just still give it more time. So for those who haven't met me, my name's Greg Phillips. I'm a way shower and a champion for people's aha moments. It's one of my absolute favorite things is to spark and witness other people's breakthrough moments, those moments where they suddenly perceive something in a whole new way or something they've never thought of before, and they just have that aha. I love experiencing those myself when I have breakthroughs or shifts or changes in perception, and I love inspiring and sparking and witnessing those in others as well. And we've had lots of ahas in the last month and a half, haven't we? There's been tons of ahas. So it is definitely worth celebrating them. And we seem to, at least one person every live has some sort of an aha. It's pretty cool. Hello, April. Good to have you here, dear. Joanne says, I'm sure the council will tell you. I'm sure the council will tell me as well. Johnny has started to incorporate the moments of joy, the mojo game. I call it the mojo game. So moments of joy on a regular basis. Oh, that's cool. How's that been feeling? What has your experience been with that, Johnny? Please do share. Tell us. Gwen was thinking the same thing. Yep. Hey, Catherine. Good to see you. Gwen's been doing the mojo game too. Glad to hear it, guys. How's it been feeling? Has it been flowing? Have you found it straightforward to do? Anybody struggling to do it? I mean, everybody's experience could be different. I find it very easy to play the mojo game, and it really does get my mojo back. My favorite time to do it is when I'm out walking. It's just so nice to have, it's so nice to be intentionally looking for joy. And it doesn't need to be massive amounts of joy, right? But this whole intention of being that observer and looking for it intentionally, it's so sweet. It's really lovely. Johnny says, I often go on an evening walk and look at the full moon. Is a 9 out of 10. Yeah, I love the full moon too. Mojo for Jojo. Yes, mojo, the mojo game for Jojo. That is awesome. I love that. Anything else? Anyone? So for those, does anyone not know the reference to the Moments of Joy game, or as I affectionately call it, the Mojo game? Gwen says it's interesting. Yes, it flows. When I did a task I don't particularly like, I realized how much I didn't really enjoy it. Oh, fascinating. But most of the time I find lots of 10s. I think I'm getting a little hint from the council. The more we play the Moments of Joy game, the more 10s we're going to notice, which is actually kind of exciting. Speaking of exciting, today's live is going to be very special for me. As those who have been with me for a while know, I'm usually the one leading the journeys. I go on the journey with everybody energetically, but I'm still leading it. I have never actually attended a journey because I'm usually the one leading it. So the council's leading the journey from this recording from last month, early April. I think it was like the 10th, April 10th, I think. Let me double check. April 10th. Indeed, it was April 10th when we first saw this, had this journey. So I'm actually going to be able to attend, like I'm actually able to go on as a participant, go on the journey as a participant. So this is kind of exciting for me because I've never done this. So I'm very, very curious what that experience will be like. So, that said, let's get into it. Everybody ready? Yes? It will be fun. Hey, Neil, good evening to you. All right, let's do this. I get to close my eyes during this and just participate, which will be really interesting. Let's see what we've got set up for us. Okay. Here we go. Very cool. Alrighty. So is this, before we start, is this anyone's first time going on an energy journey with me? Raise your hand in chat if it's your first time doing an energy journey. Oops, Zoom just raised my hand again. First time, first time. Johnny's first time. Okay, super cool. Anybody else? Sandra's first time. All right, awesome. So, an energy journey is kind of like a guided visualization, but it truly is an experience. We really do, many of us do have the feeling as though we go somewhere energetically. So the invitation and the instructions, if you will, if you are not particularly a visual person, like if you're in a current state or mode where you're just having trouble picturing things, please don't worry about it. Don't get too attached to the actual imagery that gets offered in the journey. What's important, as this is true with a lot of things spiritually these days, what's important about it is how it feels, the energetic quality of it. So if you're less of a visual person and you're more of a sensing person, if you could fall into the descriptions of the words being used and what they feel like and the energy behind them, then you'll be just fine. Also, trust your intuition. A lot of people here will tell you, Gwen, Jojo, and others will tell you that as they go on a journey, they'll see or experience something different than what the cues, the verbal cues that I give, or in this case, the council gives on the journey are offered. So trust your intuition. Allow that imagery to come forth out of you. For example, we were doing a journey once based on earth and rocks, and I invited people to summon a comfortable chair, and I made mine out of rocks, but Joanne made hers out of this beautiful embroidered cushion, which was exactly the most comfortable thing that she needed in that moment on the journey. So allow your intuition to inform you. There's no need to fight it or resist it or anything, and just really relax into it, go with the flow. Do your best to stay in your heart and out of your head for it. And yeah, have fun with it. They are truly fun and incredibly insightful and often very heart moving. So let's see what the council has for us today. Good morning, our dear friends. Hello, beloved and dear friends. We greet you from the energetic realms where we celebrate and love each and every single aspect of who you are, timing. From your highest of highs to your lowest of lows. For you see, to us, every single experience you have is magnificent and beautiful, even the ones where you stub your toe or get a hangnail or have some temporarily or more than temporarily uncomfortable circumstance or experience. Even these are ones that we celebrate, for we understand the mechanics, the energetic dynamics of what is happening, and we are not attached to the physical experience of it. So we see how the energy is moving. We see that in that moment you are expanding, you are growing, you are shifting. Perhaps if you are feeling ill or if you are suddenly sick, we see it not as unwellness. We see it as a call to remember your wellness. We see it as a call from your body to drop into the moment, into the nowness. We see things very differently since we are not physical. And guess what? Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. You aren't physical either. Chew on that for a bit, if you will. Have you ever wondered when you are, quote unquote, lost in meditation, or when you find yourself deeply absorbed in the moment of a creative act or some physical activity that you deeply enjoy, such as yoga or walking or even just bathing in a bubble bath? Have you ever noticed how time simply slips away? Have you ever noticed how you suddenly, or not so suddenly, but very subtly, no longer really have a connection to the physical, to time and space? Have you ever had an experience such as this? And it may even be simply from eating the most magnificent bit of your favorite foods, desserts, or drinks. For indeed, every single experience on planet Earth has the potential to bring you into connection, or to further your connection with all that is. Indeed, this was the orientation and perspective of Tantric Buddhism, that every single potential experience on the planet was a path to enlightenment. And so indeed, today we are here to remind you that you are not physical. You may feel physical. Your elbow, your knee, your back, your shoulder, your head may feel very physical in the moment, but that is not your essential nature. Your essential nature is pure, beautiful energy, essential, source, all that is. You are truly spirit incarnate. And it is opportunities such as our meetings these last few days to remember and to refoster and to grow and strengthen our connection to all of that, that makes life all the more sweeter for you. So today we have something very special in mind. We will not be, of course, we just provided a little bit of new information, perhaps for some individuals, but today we're going to be doing a practice, if you will, that will be less of a talking to you about things and more of a guiding, if you will. And we welcome anyone who is new to this experience. For the last week or so, we have been chit-chatting, conversing, if you will, about the beautiful nature of Is-ness. So today, we will be going on a journey that hopefully will encompass at least one or two, perhaps more or all, of the different concepts that we have been discussing this last week. So we hope that you do enjoy it. And we begin by inviting you to rest and relax into the seat that you are upon. Perhaps you are walking your beloved pooch dog, or you are laying down and resting in a delicious pose. We encourage you to find the most comfortable physical position for you. It does not have to be perfect, but we do invite you to place your feet flat on the floor. We find that in certain experiences such as these, it is essential and very helpful to make a complete and full connection to the floor and the ground that roots you through both feet, rather than perhaps crossing your legs. Unless, of course, you are sitting in a cross-legged yoga or meditative style position, and then your butt is doing all the connecting for you, not your feet. Indeed, so find what is most comfortable for you. Gently close your eyes and listen to the beautiful sound of the water, the music, the sweet chirping of the bird in the background. We invite you to open your mind's ear And without any expectation or analysis or story or judgment, we invite your mind's ear to listen intently for each and every word from our voice and each and every sound from the beautiful background music. Every solitary note conveys an energy. Every single word and sound from our voice conveys an energy to your heart. It is as though a beautiful ball of light, a will-o-wisp, if you will, begins hovering before you, in front of your mind's eye. Be the mindful observer, pay close attention to this particular ball of energy, this beautiful will-o-wisp. How does it pulse or move or blink? What color is this beautiful light? Is it a warm or a cold feeling, soothing or exciting? Pay note, pay attention, our dear friends. And simply bow in your mind before this beautiful wisp of light, thanking it for appearing and showing itself to you, for you know that it is there to guide you. And once you acknowledge it and bow before it, it begins to move forward, turning every so often as though to invite you to begin walking forward. You begin following this beautiful wisp of light, and you find that you are walking on a beautiful stone-paved path. Every single stone that you step on, you can feel the essence of the individuals who laid this path. You get glimpses of feelings or words or visuals of the care that they took to lay each and every single stone in the path, and you feel how much love and attention, creative energy went into the creating of this path as you gently walk left foot, right foot. Your guide, this beautiful wisp of light, is bouncing in joy as you follow, occasionally bopping to the left or the right on the path, very playful in its essence. Up ahead you see a warm, glowing light, and as you approach, there is a figure standing just slightly outside the light. They're difficult to see where they are standing, and so you invite them into the light from the path where you stand. Please, dear one, come into the light so that I may recognize you. And you gasp as you see when they walk into the light, for this is a figure from your past. This is not necessarily a total shock, but you certainly did not expect to be meeting them here and now in the middle of your energetic journey. Who are they to you? What do they symbolize? Do they remind you of a specific event or an occurrence? What is the nature of how you feel as you gaze upon this figure? You know that they are not truly there with you at that moment, but energetically, they are present and they are representing something quite powerful for you. Think back to what it is they represent and simply be the mindful observer of the emotions that come forth as you reflect on this. Do you have any stories regarding this particular person or entity? Are you experiencing any negative emotions, any positive emotions. Just simply be the mindful observer. Be with what is, our dear friends, as you lay witness to this being represented in your past. You are safe here with all of your friends and all of us. All of your guides surround you in this environment. This individual looks at you with longing eyes, and you suddenly become aware that they too are feeling something. In this moment, you realize how utterly human and vulnerable they too are. This may be an individual or a person who represents something painful from your past, or even something joyful from your past. But in recognizing their humanity, and recognizing that their emotions simply are, just like yours simply are, you begin to see the beauty of their isness. Indeed, for even if this person, this figure, is a reminder of a painful moment from your past, from the place in which you stand, led by this beautiful wisp of light, safely guided and guarded by and supported by your guides and by us, you realize you really have no reason to hold on to anything story-wise regarding this individual, for they too are human. You recognize this. You recognize that they have emotions, and you recognize that any stories that still linger, unless they feel good, are no longer in service to you. And so with the power of choice that comes from living in the moment, from being in the nowness and recognizing the isness, you simply can snap your fingers and say, I release you, dear one. I release you to your own path, to your own journey. Thank you for being part of mine. I have to move on now. And without a thought, without an extra care, you simply turn and continue down the path. Your mind might linger briefly, considering them, but you have let them go. You have released them. Allow them to release themselves now, and you continue walking forward. The path begins to shift around you. It is no longer made out of stones. It is now made out of small little pebbles and rocks. Gravel, if you will. It feels different under your feet, not uncomfortable so, but you recognize the actual textual, tactile difference underneath your feet, and yet somehow this path was laid with just as much care as the previous one. You could feel how every single pebble, every single little rock was laid with love and care, for whoever created this path knew that one day you would be walking upon it, and they had the most purest of intentions to create the most supportive, stable, and yet also visually appealing path possible. And as you walk across these small little rocks and pebbles, you can hear the slight crunch underneath your feet as they grind together slightly, as they rub together. And as you continue down this path, led by your beautiful will-o-wisp of light, you see another bright light source ahead of you. And here, the source is directly in front of you. It's the path literally stops right at this source of light. You cannot see where the light is coming from, but you see it surrounding the end of the path. And there, before you, is a doorway. Take a moment and observe this doorway. What material is the door itself made out of? What fashion is it styled or designed in? What is the styling of the doorknob and the hinges And what does the frame around the threshold of the door look like? Take this in, dear friends. Describe it in your mind. Be the mindful observer looking for all the particular details. And in particular, note the color and the glow of the light that is coming through around the door. Between the frame and the door itself, there is a light shining through from the other side, and this indeed is the source of where this large glow of light at the end of the path is coming from. This, my dear friends, is a very special door. This door exists every single day in your heart. This is a door in which every single moment of every single day you can choose to open in your heart, or you can choose to keep it closed. This door, you feel, is very incredibly special, for it was fashioned and designed by you and you alone, straight from your heart and your heart's imagination. Consider what this doorway means to you. Consider what leaving it closed means to you and feels like. Consider what opening it and walking through means to you and feels like. This door indeed is an invitation for you to open it. For as beautiful as the design of this door that you have created in your heart is, doors exist to be passed through, to be opened and walked through. Indeed, if walking through that particular opening was not intended, there would be no door. It would be a wall. And so you have placed this door in your heart for a very specific purpose right here and right now. What is that purpose? What does opening the door, if you were to say yes to opening it, what does it mean to you? How would it feel to open the door? It is okay, dear friends, if you do not know or cannot observe or identify how it would feel. It is okay to not know. It is okay to be standing before this doorway with some fear or trepidation. It is okay to be standing before this doorway faced with the decision to open it or not with great uncertainty. But we assure you, nobody ever got where they are by knowing where they were going to end up necessarily. They knew that all they needed to do was know that they were going somewhere. And for indeed, all of you, all of us are indeed going somewhere, for you cannot stop your is-ness. You cannot stop your existence. You cannot stop your expansion. These, energetically speaking, are givens. You can slow it down. You can hinder it with story. You can overburden yourself with yearning and longing and expectations and attachments for the future, but you cannot stop your spiritual evolution. It is part of the design. It is part of your nature to always be expanding. There is no other experience for existence than expansion. All that is does not know regression. It does not comprehend going backwards, for it is purely designed to always expand, to always grow, and you are part of all of that. And so you always grow. And so, dear friends, we invite you, no matter how you are feeling and what you are thinking about this door, we invite you to reach out now, embrace the doorknob, take a deep breath, let it go, and open the door. And as you do so, you walk through almost involuntarily, for it is not the walking that matters, dear friends. It is the decision to grasp a hold of the knob and open the door that gives you the momentum, not the walking. It is not the doing in life. It is your alignment. It is your decision making. It is the choices that you make that provide your momentum, that provide your movement, that create more growth and expansion. It is not the walking. And yet you must show up in the physical and walk the path. As our dear friend Bashar often says, action is the language of the physical. But it does not start with action, dear friends. It starts with you embracing your is-ness. It starts with you embracing your power of choice. And so you are through this doorway. Where are you now? The path has changed yet again, and the surrounds and the environment that you find yourself in are magical and mystical, filled with beautiful, vibrant colors. What is the landscape, dear friends? What structures or buildings are present? Be once again the mindful observer as you walk this path, having made a choice to say yes to this door, and then walk through it naturally and effortlessly. For you aligned with the synchronicity of saying yes, of making a choice. And just bask in the beauty of this realm that you have stepped into. Perhaps it has a beach-like feeling or look. Maybe you have walked into an ancient rustic village or a beautiful golden field of wheat or flowers. Or perhaps you are on a mountain, or perhaps you are traveling amongst the stars. Whatever it is, allow your intuition and imagination to let this vision of the landscape before you unfold. And find a beautiful, comfortable place to sit within this environment. Cross your legs or keep them feet flat on the floor, and close your eyes as you just breathe in this beautiful air and all the beautiful energy. You have opened the doorway to a new level of your heart today, dear friends. We thank you for joining us on this beautiful, energetic journey today. We invite you to keep your eyes closed and to bask in the love, the light, and the energy of this experience. We will now provide an energetic transmission. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Gently let it out your mouth. Take one more deep breath in through your nose and gently out your mouth. And we will do one more deep breath in through your nose, and as you exhale, make an audible sound. Make it audible. your mind's eye and observation to your right elbow. Slowly and gently become aware of your right arm, how it is resting on your chair arm or on your body. Move your awareness over to the right shoulder and across to the left, allowing each individual part of the body to wake up from this dreamlike journey. Down the left arm all the way to the fingertips of the left hand, as your body slowly and gently becomes awake and aware, and you gradually return to the physical. Dear friends, there are no words to convey how much we love you and how much we celebrate each and every single step you take in your evolution. We are here to guide you. We've always been here. We just have not been as vocal as of late. And so we celebrate and honor each and every opportunity to assemble with you here in the physical through our dearly beloved channel, Greg. We thank you for your interest in what we have to share with you, and we thank you simply for being on the path, even when the path changes. We will leave you with this today, and until the next time we meet together, we wish you great love, peace, and enjoy. It is now time to return fully to your body, to the here and the now. Welcome back. Take your time. That was a lot of energy in that journey, so give yourself plenty of time to adjust. Hi, Jenny. Hello, Sherry. Hi, Hannah. Jojo says that was amazing. I felt so much love coming through that. And since technically that's the first journey I've ever been on as a participant, it was really amazing for me. How are you guys feeling? The energy transmission just sent ripples through my body. Carrie says, I went somewhere, but I'm not sure where. Sherry says, I came in during, still beautiful. I'm sitting by the lake. Oh. That one was really, really powerful. It's interesting. They guide journeys similarly but differently to me. Sherry went with the wind, not sure where either. Carrie says, your first time going with us. Yes, my first time going with you is not leading. Gwen says, the first time I remember I fell asleep. It was amazing. I felt so much energy during the energy transition. Yes, ripples and lots of colors. Yeah, I was just... Gosh, stepping through that doorway was so powerful. It was so pro the way they lined that up. I don't know about you guys, but when they said reach out for the doorknob, open the door, it was like I was ready. I was like there, and it just all just happened, and then I was surrounded. I was surrounded in this incredibly vibrant environment. There was so much like white gold light glowing all around me, and at one point I felt all of my guides present. I was in this beautiful enchanted forest, very similar to the enchanted tree background that you see me use. Oh, wow. I'm still buzzing, kind of. Sherry got here just a couple minutes before the door. Oh, wow, cool. Mm. Oh, how lovely. Feel free, if you feel like it, to share any of your experience or how you are feeling right now, even if it's buzzing or gobsmacked or whatever. Joanne says, my hooded, cloaked guide was at the first light, and he opened his cloak, and my mom stepped out. She died when I was on the other side of the world and never felt I got to say goodbye, and so I did today. Oh my God, that is so beautiful. Oh, that reminds me of my figure. My figure was my daddy. Today is the anniversary of his leaving the body. So my family and I have been honoring him through text. And Marty, by the way, anybody who remembers Marty. She died a year ago today. But I saw my dad today, and he came in as an adult. Like, that's the first I saw him was as an adult. Then I saw him as a little child. Then I saw him as the older man from when he died. And then he went back to being this vulnerable child with a broken heart. It was really sweet. It was so cool to have him come in on the day today. Oh, beautiful blue finch just landed near Sherry. Sandra said the door was already open for me, but there was darkness behind it. I tried to envision it, and it was a white door like I have at home with the old Roman handles. Cool. I envisioned my dad, and it made me cry. Oh, you had some release. Wow. Super cool, Sandra. Hi, harsh. Pain is inevitable. Suffering is optional. Oh, well. True. Wow. Yeah, it has been a year, Sherry. Life is very, very different since that time. Cool. What a cool journey. Oh, make sure you get a stretch, my friends. Oh, have some water, whatever it takes to ground you. Drink your tea, your coffee, whatever it is. Tap your feet on the floor to make a reconnection with the floor and the ground beneath you. Now, if this, for some of you, this was your very first journey. This also, for some of you, might be your first journey in a long while. Bear in mind, be patient with yourself. Often we register things energetically far sooner and quicker than our body and our mind do. It can take a little while for the body to integrate, for the mind to integrate all this. So be patient with yourself, allow it to unfold. Stay aware, be the mindful observer as your day unfolds or as your week unfolds. This imagery might come back to you at another time, maybe in a meditation with another teacher, or who knows what. Just keep an open heart, keep an open mind. There may be more insights or more things to learn or experience from any journey that we go on, because the energy of these, and this particular led by the council, is very, very potent. So give it time to integrate through your system, okay? Glenn says a year ago was very different for me as well. Yeah, it's crazy how much things can change in a year. Sandra said, made me feel bad to release him, the negative memories, as they were part of his journey with Alzheimer's. Oh, okay, Sandra. Joanne says, my door was a door of fire, but cold to the touch. And when I went through, I was on a stage. The audience was full of hooded cloak beings with my Persian hooded cloak guide standing in the middle, and they were all clapping. All your guides clapping for you to come out on stage. That is so cool, Joanne. Johnny says, thank you. Felt a lot of energy moving. Indeed, Johnny, that is quite truly the case, which is why part of why we call them journeys rather than just guided visualizations, because there really is a lot of energetic movement in these. Sandra says, I need to practice your heart and mind teachings. Keep doing that during the process as my mind got in the way. Yep, that can happen, Sandra. It can sometimes, and it's okay, sweetheart. It's fine when you're on a journey or even in meditating, as many of us have heard or have learned. it is absolutely fine to have an overactive mind during any of these experiences. It's part, in some ways, it's a part of letting go of all the thinking. We have to actually, not have to, embracing it, just being with it. It is just what is in the moment, right? When you're meditating or you're on a journey or you're doing some practice and your mind is super active, that's just what is in the moment. There's no need to pile any extra stories or judgments or criticisms on it. Just let the mind be as it is. Joanne says, it was just spectacular. I can picture you, Jojo, bursting through the door out on stage in this, just the spirit of freedom and aliveness, and having all your guides there and all of them clapping and cheering for you. That just, I can feel how amazing that feels. Yeah, it does sound awesome, doesn't it, Carrie? Wow, that was really, really special. Gwen likes to thank her mind for what it is. I love my mind. Beautiful mind. I love my mind too. When I get to use it, even when I'm not using it in the best ways, I still love my mind, because without it, I can't use it during the ways that I will love that enjoy to use it so much. So we have to have a mind. It's part of who we are. Simon, hi Greg et al. Late in. Good to see you, Simon. Welcome. Yeah, we're just wrapping up. We just finished a journey from April. It was really, really powerful. Any other people want to share their experience of the journey today? Anything they saw or felt from it? Anyone else? Was this a first journey for them? Brand new experience? I don't have any more words, quite honestly. I'm just in the vibe of the journey. Harsh says, I have resumed my meditation journey recently after many years. I do feel all sorts of overwhelming emotions in the silence. It becomes too much to handle a lot of times. I believe that's all suppressed, unprocessed emotions coming up. It's quite possible that that's correct. If that's what you believe, I would highly concur and support with that. That was also my experience when I first started meditating years ago, and then I did have a break at one point, and it was challenging coming back to it, but it does smooth out. And since you are not new to it, I think that will smooth out for you, Harsh. Gwen says, I saw a tall man in a suit. If we were in a call, I'd ask about that. Oh, yeah, exactly. Well, there you go. You could bring that as a question for the council next Wednesday. Since you're already signed up for that. There you go, Gwen. Now you have yet another question that you can bring them. Oh, at the first light, that was the tall man in a suit. Okay. Remember, that's a figure from your past. That the first light in the journey. That was a figure from your past. It could have been you. It could have been a relative. Could have been somebody you knew. Yes. Well, my dear ones, thank you so much for being here today. Thank you to everybody who went on the journey with me and with the council. If you are brand new to me, please do come back. If you enjoyed this, if you got some energy from it, if you got insight, if you're just feeling your heart is a little bit more open, if you had an aha moment, whatever it might be, I do invite you to follow. We are continuing to do these throughout the month. Tomorrow, oh, I'm sorry, we're not on tomorrow. Thursday, we're doing another journey. This one was incredibly powerful. I can't remember if the council led it or not, but it is the journey above the earth to witness all that is. That one was, I mean, just as beautiful as this one we did today. Anyways, do follow if you want to get notified. Otherwise, just thanks for being here. Thanks for being you. I don't have ever enough words to express how wonderful it is to have people here to go on these journeys with, to listen to the council, to talk to the council. I just so deeply appreciate it. So thank you, thank you, thank you. It is through all of our collective gathering and our asking that the wisdom can come through from the council for us. So thank you, thank you, thank you for that. Yeah, you think they did lead it? I think they did too. I can't remember. You'll see. Anyways, dear ones, I must get back to my day. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, that's great. Harsh says, I feel so much positivity just being here. We do have very high vibe, positive, loving lives here with me because, well, that's kind of who I am, and that's kind of who the council is. So Carrie said the 21st, we're going on a journey. The 21st. The 21st is a Wednesday. I don't have a live that Wednesday. I have a Zoom. And no, that's questions for the council. That's not a journey. Journeys are first Wednesdays of every month. Joanne says it definitely was, Carrie. The council, Sandra. Yes, it's COUNCIL, Council of Seven. The Council of Seven is a collective of different guides and beings from all over the place. Some of them have been human, some of them have ascended, some of them are from other civilizations, other planets, timelines, parallel realities, dimensions. I have never met them individually. There are many. They're not just seven beings. But there are a group of guides who came to me about a year ago, and they represent seven distinct energies that are vital for the spiritual evolution of humanity. The first of which is love, and the second of which that they revealed in February on Valentine's Day of all things, which is unity. So they have been, they encouraged me to do nearly weekday lives. That's true, Jenny. Yeah, they came to me at the end of April last year, right before Marty died and all the big changes. That is so true. I never thought of that. That's super cool. Anyway, Sandra, so they're here to teach us about these seven distinct energies, these vibrational frequencies, if you will, that are technically higher than love. Right now, love is the highest vibration accessible to humanity on the planet right now. But I have been informed in the past, that there are higher vibrations, but that we don't have access to them until we raise our vibration to be more consistently at the level of love. And from there, we can begin to grasp and comprehend and understand and even know the other frequencies. So I'm really excited to see how things unfold and what other frequencies they will eventually talk about. But they're who you were listening to on the journey. That was not me. That was me because I'm part of the council, but as their channel. So yes, Carrie, sort of like a ladder. I like to think of it as concentric circles. I know I used my hand like this because, well, vibrations are higher, but yeah. Or you can think of it just in different vibratory states where we're not actually going, there's not a linear or even a circular thing. You're just right where you are and you just vibrate faster. Kind of like wheels turning. Yes. Yes, vibrations are like sound waves. But you are just here vibrating and vibrating faster and faster. And the reason is because the faster things vibrate energetically, right? There's so much more. This was really cool. I found this out last week in a group coaching that I attended. Did you know that there are, according to studies, there are like 11 million different possible sensory perceptions that are occurring around us at any given moment, but that our brain only processes and allows in and filters 40 out of 11 million possible sensory impressions. That's all we ever, quote unquote, see. So when you're ever caught in your thinking and you're like, oh, where's this thing that I want? Or I've been working on this, or I've been blah, blah, blah. Where is it? Well, guess what? It's there. It's part of the 11 million different impressions, but you just haven't reached a point, and I don't mean time-wise, I mean vibrationally, you haven't reached or found the way to actually perceive that it's already there. That is mind-blowing. 40 out of 11 million impressions are all the brain currently can filter. Seeing the vast universe behind you, Greg, it feels how big it actually is and how small our problems and worries are. I believe we feel one with the universe at the peak of meditative state. That is a really cool reflection, Harsh. This is one of my favorite virtual backgrounds. I mean, I'm a sci-fi space nut anyways. Loved Star Trek and Star Wars and all those things. So yeah, very cool. Very, very cool, my dear friends. All right. I'm going to bid you adieu, as the council says. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for being you. Thank you for following me if you so choose to. Thank you for whatever else. Checking anything else out that I do, my tracks, my links, my whatever. Thank you. Just thank you. Much love and appreciation for you being you and on this path and this journey together with all of us. And I will leave it at that. Thank you, Carrie. And I'll see you guys on Thursday for our next Coffee with the Council reprise and our next journey together, which I'm excited for. That'll be my second one I get to do as a participant and not as a leader. So anyways, much love and blessings to all of you, and have a great rest of your day. Mwah. Bye.